Hi and welcome. It's been quite some time since I posted a Shopify dev related video in this channel, and this was the last one, so I am back to be posting more Shopify dev related video. So just stay tuned, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new Shopify dev related video. In this video I will be sharing how you can create your first Shopify theme app extension for your Shopify app that will help Shopify store owner customize the Shopify storefront UI of your app in their familiar way, which is using the Shopify theme editor. But first of all, what is a Shopify theme app extension and what are the different types of it? And after that, we will go to the screen and build one. So Shopify theme app extension allow merchant to add and customize the storefront UI part of your Shopify app. For example, you have a Shopify app that display stock per location in the product page. So you build the Shopify app that will handle this logic, and there will be a part of your Shopify app where the customer or the Shopify store owner will need to display the stock per location in the product page. So you can go to the theme editor, go to the product page and add a section or block in their Shopify theme editor, and they will find your Shopify app there, which is already installed in their Shopify store, and they can add the section wherever they would like to, and they can customize as much as you allow them to. And this will give the Shopify store owner more freedom to easily place your Shopify theme app extension provided by your Shopify app in their Shopify theme without knowing how to code. And Shopify theme app extension can integrate easily with online store theme 2.0, which is Shopify section everywhere. But for older Shopify theme, you can use Shopify script tag API. We have two types of Shopify theme app extension. The first one is the Shopify theme app extension app blocks. With this one, the developer will allow the merchant to easily add this section everywhere in the Shopify store using the Shopify theme editor. So it will be as simple as a Shopify section that are native to a Shopify theme, where the customer can drag and drop the section in the Shopify theme editor, customize all the settings there, and they can add it on different Shopify pages, or the developer can specify which Shopify pages this one can be added on. For example, the stock per location example that we already discussed will be only displayed or visible to the customer to add in the product page. The second type that we have is the Shopify theme app extension app embedded blocks. With this one, you can inject code that will be displayed on each Shopify page, and the customer can enable or disable this one from the Shopify theme editor, and also they can customize this one if you offer them customization to it. For example, you have a Shopify customer support app and you would like to add a floating button that will have the chat widget where the Shopify store visitor can interact with the customer support team. With the other type of extension, the customer need to add the section on each page in the Shopify theme editor. But with Shopify app embedded block, you can easily add it and make it available across all Shopify page, and the customer can customize it from a sidebar menu for app embedded, can enable or disable it. So enough talking about what is the Shopify theme app extension and what are the different type of it. So let's go back to the screen and I will show you how you can build one for your Shopify app. In this tutorial, I will be using the Shopify official template using Remix. So I will just grab the GitHub URL and go to terminal and git clone, and it will be Shopify theme app extension. After that, cd into the folder npm install. Just make sure that you have Node.js installed, npm install, and the Shopify app CLI installed in your machine to follow along this tutorial. Have the node model installed, so that's clear the stuff, and run npm run dev, which will be using the Shopify CLI to create or connect to an existing app. So let's call it theme app extension demo. And it will be using my Shopify partner account because I already logged in, and it will be using my default dev store, which is Elias demo store, to preview the project. So the remix server is currently up and running. So just click on the P to preview it on the browser, and it will prompt us to install the app with the default scope. So just install the app, and we will get the Shopify remix template default page. So congratulations on creating a new app. That's great. So let's scale the server, and let's run npm run Shopify app generate extension. And this will give us a list of extensions that we can use. And for this tutorial, we'll be going with Shopify Team App Extension. And as time of recording this video, you can only have one Shopify Team App Extension in your Shopify app. So let's run npm run dev to rerun the app and the extension at the same time. Yes, automatically update the app URL, and it will create the team extension as you can see here. So first of all, let's go duplicate the tab, and let's check what we have in the folder structure, and after that we will discuss this stuff. So from the source control, we have a new folder called extension. I call it team extension. This is a folder structure. If you already built a Shopify team before, this folder structure will be familiar. So the assets will be for static stuff like images, for example, JavaScript file, CSS file, you name it. Blocks, you can take for it will be sections. For this one, it will be start writing section. So as you can see here, we have a schema, which will be a JSON. And we have the name. This is the name that will be displayed in the Shopify team editor, and it's targeting the section. We have some settings to let the customer customize, and this is the liquid that will render this schema. We have local folder for localization and translation. For the default one, we have English, and you can specify all the stuff here. The label, the home recommendation, it's based on the blog here. So this is the one for recommendation text. We have snippet. Think of it as components. As you can see here, we have render the start snippet, and we are passing props, which is the rating. We have a Shopify extension YAML file with just having the name of the extension and the type of it, which is in our case will be team app extension. This is auto generated by the CLI. So that's it for what the generate extension command does for our Shopify project. So let's go to our partner account, and we will see the extension there. So we have the app created. We can go to extensions, and currently we have the handle, which is the name of the extension, and we have the type, which is a Shopify team app extension. Let's make sure that this one is turned on, because it will save work in progress extension. So we are currently in development mode. So, and the Shopify extension are hosted by Shopify CDN. So just make sure that this one turn it on, so it will always serve the fresh version of the extension code instead of the cached version. So nothing here, it will be just some data about the type, and that's it. But it will be managed using the Shopify CLI. Awesome. So we already covered what the generate extension CLI does for our project, and let's go to see it in action. So we can go here, we can click on customize, and we can go on each page. For example, the home page, we can have in the app section, we will have the name of our extension, which is in this case start rating. You can click on it and it will display. So right now we have the start, so we can select the product. For example, let's do this one, and the color, let's do like a black. So awesome. So currently we allow the Shopify store owner to add this extension, and they can even add it on different page. For example, let's do collection list. So also they can have it here. So awesome. So we create our first Shopify theme app extension with the type of Shopify app blogs, which will allow us to have blogs where we can drag and drop everywhere. And let's build our own. So let's go back here. So instead of having the blog start rating, let's do custom price. So because I would like to build a Shopify app that allow user to have a button where they can request custom pricing, but instead of this tutorial, it will be just a button that can be customizable, and it will be just link it to an email address so they can email us to get a custom price. So let's remove all of this, and we can do custom pricing button. So the target will be still sections, and the type will be text, and the ID will be hidden, and this one will be the button label, and the default should be request a custom price. For the color, we will have text color. It will be the text color, and the default one will be white, and we can have one for the background color. So just add a comma here. We will have URL, which is in this case it will be the default, maybe mail to contact at example.com. So we can have it as a checkbox. So let's add a comma here, and it will be a check box. Open new tab. So the default will be true. And also we can specify the class, for example, to let the customer to have more customization if we would like to have advanced CSS customization. And we can add some padding. I would like to add some padding. Let's do the same for the margin. So that's it for the schema. So we have the customer to have this customization, and let's render this button. So it will be href. So this is the URL. We have the class, and we have the silent. So we add the href, which is getting from the schema. It will be settings URL. We have the button that we defined here, button class, which is this one. And we have the styling, which we are getting from the schema for the color, background color, margin, padding. And if the setting is to open a new tab, it will add this target to open this link in a new tab instead of the current one. And we will display the heading for the button label. So we create our first custom price section or Shopify theme app extension app blog. So everything is pretty good. So let's go. We don't need the snippet. We can just delete this one. And always double check in your CLI if you have any error. For example, currently we are error while updating drafts. So in the custom invalid tag with the schema settings with ID, default cannot be blank. So we can just go here, and instead of blank, it will be, let's say, button. And we can go, and as you can see here, the draft has been updated successfully for the extension team extension. So it's currently working perfectly. We miss one attribute. So because the custom pricing button should be only displayed on the product page, so there is an extra attribute that we need to set, which is enable on, which will accept an array of templates. For this one, it will be product. But for example, if you would like to have in the homepage, it will be index, collection, it will be collection. It's template name that we need to specify here. But for this one, it will be just product. So it's saved. Make sure that it's updated. It's currently updated. So we can just go here, up. As you can see here, we have the custom pricing button. We can just click on it, and it should be displayed right now. Yes, we have a problem. Instead of the section settings, it will be block settings, because we are doing block. So it will be block for all of this. So sorry for this one, because the autocomplete does this one for us. So I almost missed this one. So it will be block instead of sections. And we can just go back here, refresh the page. And as you can see here, we have our, so for the padding, let's do maybe 50% here. For, yeah, this look much better. For the margin, let's do 0 pixel. Yes, for background color, let's do, yes, this one looks good. And let's see it in the live preview. So we have a custom button here, and we can just click on it, and it will open our email provider. As you can see here, we managed to create our first Shopify app blogs, which, if you can see, the customer need to go to the Shopify theme editor and go to the product page and add the blog here. But for example, if we would like to provide a great embroidery experience in our Shopify app, it's better to provide the customer with a deep link. So if you go to the docs and you will search for the theme app extension configuration, you will see that you can add an app blog to a section. So the customer can only click on a link where they can be redirected to Shopify theme editor, and your Shopify app blogs section, which will be added automatically. So let's do this. So this is the URL structure. So we can just go back to our app. I will go to the route. I will go to app index, which is have the default stuff, and I will just remove all of the stuff because we will not need all of this. I will remove the action. We will not need all of this. And I will just remove all of this because we just would like to prompt the user to add our block. And let's remove unused app. So this is how the app should looks. So we can just go click on P. Yes, we have just a simple one. And maybe we can add the card. So we will have the white background there. Yes. And here we will just have a button to add our custom price section. And we can just add the event on click, and this event listener will just open a URL on the next tab where we should get from this docs. As you can see here, we have some query parameters that we should be passing. We have the template, which is the template will be index, product, collection. We have UI ID, which is the ID of the team app extension that we will get later on. We have the handle. Also, we'll get from our Shopify structure. For example, if we'll go to our folder structure, the handle, it will be custom price. And the section group, it will be either the header, the footer, or the outside, which is the main content, and the section ID if we would like to. So we just copy this one, and we will get here. I will add, and as you can see here, we need my Shopify domain, we need the template, we need the application block ID, the handle, and the target. So let's go and get all of this. So in the loader, we can just go and get the session. So it will be session, and we will just return as JSON. So the session from Remix node, and we can get it in the loader. It will be sessions. For the typing, we just type off loader. So our getting the session, we can just pass it here. So it will be my Shopify domain. It will be replaced by sessions.shop. Or we can just pass the shop instead of the full session. We can just do the shop. So session.shop. So we are getting the shop. So we need the template. The template in this case will be product. And we have add app block ID. So we need to get the Shopify extension UID, which this one we need to run this command. So we'll go to our app, npm run Shopify app deploy, and this will inject some code in our environment variable file so we can get it. So just release this version, and we can just go here. So it will create a new file which is .env, where we have the API key and the Shopify team extension ID. So this one, it will be different. So it will be dash the name of the extension dash ID, and we can go here. I will just load it from the loader. So we can just do So it will be Shopify, it will be process. So we'll pass it to the JSON and we'll get it from the loader and we will pass it here. For the handle, as we mentioned before, it will be in our folder structure. So for this one, it will be extension / team extension, the blogs. So this is the handle that we are looking for. It will be custom price. We can just click on rename and we will get the handle. And that's it. So we can just go to our app. So we can just go to P and click on add our custom pricing section, and this will open in the new tab our Shopify theme editor linked to the Shopify store, and this should add this stuff here. But we would like to have it in the product information template section, so we can also do this, but this one has been added here, so it will be displayed here. So we can click save, we can just go back to the docs, and as you can see here, adding an app blog to the main section, so we can just specify the target that will be the main section, and we can just go back here, and the target in this case it will be new app section, but we can just do the target will be the main section. Save it, and let's go back here to our app and click on add our custom pricing section, and this will redirect us to the theme editor, and it should add the section to the main section, which is this one, and this display as we would like to have it. So this is what we are looking for. So instead of the customer having to do this all by themselves, we can just have a button in our app to have a deep link in, so they can instantly activate and add the section to the desired template and section group. So that's it for Shopify app blogs, and let's move on to Shopify embedded blogs. We don't need all of this, and we can just do customer support, and we can name it customer support. For the target, instead of the section, it will be body, and we can just have the class padding and margin here, and it will be a button. So the autocomplete is currently working, so it's using block settings instead of section settings. And we can just have the position, it will be fixed, position to be fixed, and let's do 20 pixel, the right 20 pixel, the background let's do like a black one, and for the color it will be white, and let's do like a border radius of 50% will be rounded, and let's remove the border, and for the width let's do like 150 pixel, same for the height. Let's do start with us. So currently we have the name, which is the customer support. We have the target, which is body, so it will be across all the Shopify pages, and we have some customization for this button. So we can go to app embedded, and as you can see right now, we have a new app embedded which is provided by us, which is the customer support. So we can toggle it to turn it on, and also when you click on it, you will see the settings that you specify. So we specify the button, the padding, the margin, you name it. So when we click on it, it should display the stuff that we are looking for. So we can just click on save. And as you can see here, if we will go to the Shopify store, you will see this button across all the pages. So we can go here, product page, contact page, we will see this button. And also we can add deep link for this one as we did for the Shopify app embedded one. So we can do similar stuff. So this is for the app embedded block deep link URL. We can just go here. We'll go to the app index and we can just make it activate, because by default it will be disabled. We can just do this stuff. So as you can see here, we have slash. So we already have the shop. So the template, we don't need the template. I'm not sure. Can just go back here. So the template, UUIDs, we already have it. So we can just make it like this. So Shopify extension ID / handle. In this case, it will be customer-support. And we can go back to our app, activate our chat button. And as you can see here, the customer support are activated. So it redirects us to the product page and activate the Shopify customer support app embedded blog. So that's it for this video. I hope you find it useful. And with Shopify app extension, you will allow merchant to easily interact with your app storefront UI part without knowing how to code, which will give the Shopify store owner a great experience using your app. So that's it, and let's see you on the next video.